1. So in step 1 of exercise 2, we simply trying to see that body exists and I exist, and both are two distinct realities. Right? And I am observing myself with direct observation. So I can observe my activities. That's why I can say that I exist. I can observe sensation in the body. That's why I can say body also exists. So body is a reality. I am a reality. I am consciousness unit. Body is a material unit. And these two are distinct realities. So this is what we are trying to see in step 1 of exercise 2. So if you see, as a human being, many activities are going on in the body, many activities are going on in the self, and I can observe both of them. And I can directly observe both of them. So if I focus on the material unit, body, then I will be able to see the sensation, physiochemical activities taking place in the body. If I focus on myself, I focus my attention on myself, then I can see consciousness activities in myself. So two kind of activities are going on. That's why I can say that there are two distinct realities. So I exist and body exists. So this is what we are doing in this step 1. This is simple step, but it is very important step. So it is important step because once I am aware that these two are distinct realities, then I can see my needs, my activities, how to fulfill my needs. Then I can see activities of body, needs of body, and how to fulfill this body needs. So that's why step 1 is very important. And it is simple because I can observe myself, activities are going on, I need to observe it. Similarly, in material, many activities are going on and I need to observe it. So this is simple but very important step. So this is what we are trying to observe in step 1. So let's have few reflection. Tomorrow I was talking with R.K. Mohanty ji. So whenever he will be available, I will try to
Namaste, Bhaiya.
Namaste.
Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yes. Okay. So, my question is, uh, the thought is the activity of self, and
Mm.
the thoughts are guided by our sanskars. Okay. So, just I was thinking about where these sanskar lies, or assumptions. We can say assumptions or sanskars. So, they are lie in the memory. right? Brain, and brain is the part of body. It is a body part,
Mm.
and uh, we know that scientifically how the thoughts are generated. It is due to the neuron neural structure of the brain. Some connections are formed, some impulses are generated, and the thoughts are generated. So my question is, in this exploration, uh, we are trying to align our uh, imagination, thoughts, and expectations uh, with right understanding. So aren't we uh, aren't we trying to change neural structure of the brain? Means what? Aren't we trying to change body? This is my first question through this exploration. So if the answer is yes, yes, we are trying to change neural structure. That's we are making changes in the body. Then then is it possible to separate consciousness from the body? And if it is true, then what is the true nature of the consciousness? These are my questions. Uh, जी भैया.
Yes, 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 Bhaiya. See, this step one is important in the sense if I am not able to see myself as a distinct reality than body,
Hmm,
then I will assume myself as a body. So
hmm,
once I have assumed myself as a body, then I will try to find out all answers in body.
hmm,
Right. So if I have assumed myself body, then where is thinking? Then definitely you have no choice only to say that thinking is an outcome of neuron structures in brain. Where
hmm,
is the feeling? Definitely you will say all thing is happening in brain because you
hmm,
have no other
hmm.
choice.
जी,
So that's why we are observing in this step one. Only body exists or I exist. Both exist or only body exists. That's why we are trying to see in this step one. So once I am aware that I am also a reality, distinct than body, then I
hmm,
can check now these feelings, thoughts, sanskars are in me or these are in the body,
hmm,
right?
hmm.
So just you check within whether only brain is there, body is there, or you also exist.
जी,
So once you are aware
जी
that
भाई.
you exist, then you ask next question, where is the feeling?
Hmm,
Right. So
जी,
thought is the outcome of this impulse and that taking place in the brain, or I am thinking and as a result something is happening in brain. This
hmm,
could be another
जी,
possibility. Right. So I am
जी भाई.
thinking, I have some thought, I am taking decision in myself. Now I am instructing body. Body means now I am instructing brain. So
Hmm,
once I instruct the brain, then brain works with its own mechanism like neurons, impulsions, etc.
hmm,
So thoughts are the result of this impulses in brain, or impulses are the result of my decision of involvement the brain. That we need to check, Bhaiya.
जी, जी.
Right, Bhaiya?
Yes, yes, yes. जी भाई.
Right. So if
Thank
you
you.
see in this morning session, you know, many participants report that their anger is reduced now. Their feeling of opposition has been reduced because of this morning session.
जी
Now, is it because of some change in brain or is it because of some change in consciousness?
जी
So I have done nothing related to brain,
जी
right? I am working on consciousness. So with my
जी
proposal, you are working on yourself. You are not working on your brain, but things are happening in right direction or not?
जी
It is happening. So it is happening because we are working on ourselves, not brain,
जी
right? So all this we need to explore here. That's why this step one is very important. That I and
जी
body both are distinct realities,
जी भैया जी yes
right?
very well very well explained भैया just I will try to explore more
Yes, be sure. Right. So have I answered all questions or
yes भैया
I have
yes
missed? Okay, bhai.
yes 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 thank
Okay, bhaiya, namaste.
you
So we have Balaji Reddy with us.
Namaskar, Gopalji. Namaskar, all others. So, yesterday's first question, try and observe the various sensations taking place in the body. Yes, I was observing. And are you reading the sensation, second question, in the body all the time or only sometimes? What I observed, only sometimes I was reading. Third question, are you reading all the sensations in the body or only some of them? Some of them I read. Fourth question, on what basis are you reading these sensations? What I observed, whenever my focus of attention is there, whenever require, then only I am reading. Till then I am not reading what I feel. So this is my reflection, Bhaiya. Kindly guide me.
Right, bhaiya. So nice observation, bhaiya, that sensations are taking place all the time at some part than another part of the body. But we are reading very few sensations because most of the time I focus outside or I am involved within myself. So whenever I pay attention to the body, then I read sensation of that part. Otherwise, sensation is taking place. And then this is also a right observation that we read sensation whenever we think important to read it. So when we decide, we read it. When we don't decide, we don't read it. So sensations are taking place. And these sensations are taking place. That's why I can say that body exists. And it is my choice to read it because I am distinct reality. That's why I have a choice whether to focus on body or not. That's why I have a choice whether to focus on myself or not. So this choice is available because these two are distinct realities. Right? Yeah. So nice, Priya.
Thank you very much, Bhaiya. Namaskar.
Yes. So if anyone has reflection regarding this observation, we can share. Yes, Sanjay ji is with us. Just give me 1 minute. I am changing my network. Then I come back to Sanjay ji. जी संजय भैया। नमस्ते भैया।
Uh, Good morning. Namaste, Bhaiya. Am I audible?
यस भैया यस।
Yeah. Uh, I observe that their bodies exist and self is also exist. There are two distinct entities are there. My question is regarding that. So suppose there is a player. That is, suppose we take example of Tendulkar. So he practice it and he becomes an expert. Is it right? So here his because of practice his body is become whatever the stronger or self is become stronger, so that's why I'm confusing it. When any player or whatever this or any skill is developed, suppose any person has developed his skill, so in the skill there's a self or responses to the self is get developed or their body is get developed. Am I
भैया
yeah.
यस यस यू आर आई एम गेटिंग यू. So this we can check with simple examples. For example, in past you must have practiced many things. Is
Yeah.
it right or not?
Yeah.
For example, writing research papers. You have must have practiced many times it. So you tell me, it is a show of self or the body?
It's because of the self.
Yes. Similarly, suppose you have started walking 5 kilometers daily, with hard decision that I will walk from today. Now, it is this decision, this determination is in the self or in the body?
Yeah, that is also self.
That is in the self. And with this decision, you can practice, you can make your body with that alignment. So earlier, when you start walking, then you feel first day your body will not support. Then next day, with your decision, your body uh, means your body will be more aligned. Then third day, then fourth day, because it's a material.
Mhm.
So whatever I instruct it will try to be in that manner up to certain limit. So I am deciding in myself, I am taking decision in myself hardly, then body mold accordingly. So for example, when you start yoga, so I take decision as a consciousness unit, then I mold my body gradually. So first day you may feel pain in your body, then after 2 days, 3 days, 5 days, it will mold accordingly, right? So with my decision, body is aligning with the practice. So both are taking place, but primarily my decision is involved. Is it right, Via?
Yeah, means when we for the physical activity or whatever the align the sensation with the body, the self, whatever the that action going on, so that practice is going to be or that things are developing.
Yes.
The self is there, but actually the um, development in the conversation is going to be developed because of the practice.
Yes. So
Because
with
my
practice,
thoughts
it
is
will
suppose
it will smooth. With
yeah.
practice, it will be smoother with time.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Bhaiya. Right. So this is what we are exploring in step 1. I exist, body exists. If I observe myself, I can see my activities are continuous, my needs are continuous. If I observe my body, I can see activities in body are temporary, needs of body are temporary. Then I can also see that in time there is a continuity in my activities. And also my needs can be fulfilled by right understanding and right feeling. But needs of body can be fulfilled by physiochemical things. So I can see that I am consciousness unit, body is a material unit. So this is what we are trying to see in step 1. Right? And this is an important step, because if I am not aware of myself and I have assumed myself as a body, then many things we start keeping body at the center. So once I am aware that I am a separate unit, distinct unit than body, then I will start many things keeping myself at the center. Then if I am aware of myself, then many interaction I will start keeping feeling at the center. So it will gradually shift with my awareness. So that's why this step is very important, that I coexist with body. I exist, body exists, both are coexisting, and I can see myself because I can see my activities directly. Body also exists because I can see activities of body directly. And I can also observe that activities of both units are different types. So I am consciousness unit, body is a material unit. That's why my needs are fulfilled with consciousness things like right understanding, feelings. Body is a material unit. That's why need of body are fulfilled by physiochemical things, because body is a material unit. So this want to ensure we want to assure in ourselves that I am aware. I and body both are distinct reality. Right? So if anyone has any reflection on this, we can take it. Otherwise, we will move to next step. Namaste, Didi.
Namaste, Bhaiya. Namaste to all the co-explorers. Bhaiya, yesterday I observed the sensations taking place in the body, sensation of itching, mosquito bite, hunger, thirst, craving for sweet, salty and sour food, pain, or sometimes having something hot or cold beverages. Sometimes you feel like relaxing, sitting with a certain posture, lying while changing sides while lying down, tiredness, dizziness, sneezing. Sometimes cold wind is blowing. So the sensation will be different if it is summer season and if it is winter season. And we read the sensations occasionally, not every time, and read some of them, not all the sensations, and we decide the sensations on priority basis, like which one to read at the present moment. So, yeah, I observed, yes, like this.
And conclusion of this is that body exists because all these things happening in body.
Yes, yeah.
And body is a material unit, because all these things that we are feeling, it is an activity of body.
Yes, yeah.
Right? So
Yes,
nice, Didi.
Thank you, Via.
So okay, Didi. So let's take one more reflection from Abhilash. Namaste, Bhaiya.
जी नमस्ते भैया नमस्ते to all भैया actually I want you to give little more clarity on it like we are doing this exercise. So yes, I am able to see the sensation, and obviously not every time. Maximum times these are just happening. So, Bhaiya, please you clarify this thing like how to see it, because there are many things I'm touching. Even like right now, I'm with my phone, I'm seeing it. I'm touching the earphones. So we just have to assure this thing that we are getting that body does exist, or there is another deeper meaning behind it. That's why this exercise is given. I'm not understanding that thing, Bhaiya. Please make me understand.
So the purpose of this step 1 is to see yourself uh, as a unit different than body.
Hmm.
So this is main purpose, that I am not a body. I am a distinct reality, consciousness unit. Body is a
Hmm.
distinct reality. So how
Hmm.
can I be assured that body is a distinct reality?
Hmm.
So that's why we are asking gigs, how do I know that body exists? So whenever you observe your body, how do you know that your body exists? When some activity takes place in your body and you focus on it, then you can see that body exists. So for example, fan is running
Hmm.
and there is a touch of air in your
Hmm.
body. Now with this touch, you become aware that something is happening at body. It means body exists.
Hmm.
Now this air is not touching your consciousness.
Yes.
It is touching only the body. So that's why I can say that body exists, because I can see the sensation, activities in my body.
Hmm.
So there, whenever there is a interaction between outside environment with my body, so I can feel some activities. So
Hmm.
that's why body exists. And now how can I say that I exist? So when I focus on my activities, so many activities are going on. And these activities are not materialistic activity. These are
Hmm.
consciousness activities like desire, thought, expectation. So it doesn't matter whether the temperature outside is okay according to body or not. What matters for my happiness is that there is a harmony in my activities or not.
Hmm.
So my happiness and happiness depends on my activities.
Hmm.
It doesn't depends on the activities of body. But whatever is going on body, it is taking
Hmm.
place in terms of sensation,
Hmm.
and I can read it. So
Ji.
body exists, I can say, and I also exist.
Ji.
So this is the purpose of this step 1.
Like Bhaiya, at times it happens. Like when I want to give focus on something, like in morning session, whenever I attend, it keeps happening that you might have seen it many times that I raise my hand, and then if till 10, 6:10 I am not taken, then I again lower it because I have to go to my mother and sit beside her. So she keeps saying me something sometimes for 5 to 10 minutes, but my focus is in the meeting. So means my ears are listening it. Okay. But because I have decided not to listen her, but to listen what you are speaking or what somebody is sharing. So it's happening like that. And then after 6:30 when we go for morning walk, so my complete focus is on there. So I think means I decide this thing and then I allow my ears to listen. Otherwise, whatever is happening outside. So can we also see it like if I do not allow my sensation to perform, they do not perform.
Sensations are taking place. It is up to me whether I will focus on it or not. If
Ji,
I
ji.
focus it, I can hear any voice. If I am not
Hmm.
focusing it, I will not hear.
Hmm.
But sound is coming, touching to the ear. That is happening.
Hmm.
I am distinct reality. That's why I have a choice whether to read sensation or not. That's
But
why I
with
have a
the
choice.
bodily practice as well, bhaiya, I feel at times like we somewhere minimize the sensations. Like I see many people, they are habitual of uh, means being with dogs or pets. है ना? Like I personally, whenever any dog comes near me, I feel a little frightened. But I see many people, they keep loving dog, they keep fondling it. So if dog comes to me, I will have different sensations. Even I will have a fear that it must not touch me. But there are people who touch. So I guess uh, somewhere like the way we train our body, it does matter up to some extent. That
It is not, it is
it's
not
not like
the
this.
case with animal. In fact, it is a case with human being also.
जी जी जी.
Suppose there is a one person for
Hmm.
whom you have a feeling of opposition.
Hmm.
Right? So whenever he comes to you, you feel, you will have another feeling. But the same
Hmm.
person may be appreciated by his family member,
Correct.
and they are very close to that person, but you are not very close to that person because of
Hmm.
your own assumptions,
Hmm.
right? So it depends on my assumptions, how I am receiving human
जी.
being, animals,
Hmm.
plants, etc.
Means like in different ways it can be taken. Like what you are saying, na? It's like when we eat first rasgulla, we have different sensations. When we eat 10th, so we might have no sensations. So like this, I guess you are trying to say, or we
Yes,
have
yes.
sensations but we stop feeling it.
You have sensation,
जी जी
but you are not getting happiness with 10th Rasgulla.
जी
That's why you are not reading it up now.
जी जी.
Right.
Thank you.
So, okay, Bhaiya. So let's move towards step 2. Then we'll see in more depth. So in step 2, now I am observing interaction between me and the body. In step 1, I observed myself as a distinct reality, then body. But now in step 2, I am observing the interaction between me and the body. So if you observe this interaction, so I give instruction to the body, it is happening. So whenever I think that now there is a need to interact with body, whenever I think, I consider to be important to interact with body, then I give instruction to the body. If I don't think that, if I don't think important to interact with body, then I don't give any instruction to the body. So I give instruction to the body as and when I want to take some work from the body. So whenever I want to take some work from the body, I give it some instructions like get up, walk, sit down, and run, pick that cup, hold this mobile, right? Wear these clothes. So all this instruction I give whenever I think it is important to give some instruction. So body is not taking any decision. I am instructing the body, right? So this is how the transaction is taking place between me and the body. And another thing, on the basis of events taking place in the body, right? Sensations are taking place. And I read those sensations that I consider to be important. So many sensations are taking place in the body, but I read only those that I consider to be important. So this sensation is also an information. This instruction is also an information. Right. So the interaction between me and the body is only in the form of information, not any physiochemical things. So if I observe interaction between me and the body, I can see I instruct my body when I desire to interact. And this instruction is an information. Similarly, I read sensation happening in the body whenever I consider to be important to read, then I read only. And this sensation is also an information. So interaction between me and the body is only in the form of information. No physiochemical things or physiochemical exchange between me and the body. So for example, if I want to have some sensation, now I decide to take one rasgulla, sweet. So because I have some expectation of sensation, I have taken decision in me. Now I instruct my body to go and pick up that rasgulla. Now body follows it, and this instruction is an information. So once this hand takes rasgulla, put in on the tongue, some sensation takes place. And I am reading that sensation because that rasgulla can't touch me because I am consciousness unit. So I cannot touch that rasgulla. But that information, that sensation is taking place at the tongue because that rasgulla is in touch with my tongue and some activity is taking place, that is sensation. And I am reading that sensation only. And this sensation is also an information. So I am enjoying only information that I have read. And now that rasgulla will go to in the stomach. That is a part of body. But what I am enjoying only the information, only the activity that has taken place because of touch of that rasgulla on my tongue. So sensation is also an information. Instruction is also information. So interaction between me and body is in the form of information only. So no physiochemical things is being exchanged between me and the body. Only information is being exchanged. And that is also depends on my instruction. If I want to read that sensation, I will read. If I am not desiring to read that sensation, I will not read. But whatever I am reading, it is an information. Whatever instruction I am giving to the body, it is also an information. So it is very interesting thing. So many things we are taking in the expectation to enjoy the material. But it is very interesting thing that I am enjoying only the information. So this sensation is also an information. This instruction is also an information. So if I observe the interaction between me and the body, so the interaction is in the form of information only. So this we need to observe in step 2. So let's take 10-minute pause and we will observe it. And now I will observe myself, my body, and we will try to observe these two units as a distinct reality. Now in step 2, we are observing how the interaction is taking place between me and the body. So I can see that this interaction is in the form of information only. Right. So I interact with the body when I think it is important to interact. So I am not interacting with the body all the time, every moment. I am interacting with the body when I think Now it is important to interact. Now I need to take some work from the body. Then I interact only. Similarly, something happening in the body in terms of activity, or many sensations are taking place, but I read only those sensations that I consider to be important. And I can see that this sensation is also an information. So this we need to observe, that the interaction between me and the body is in the form of information or not. That we need to observe. Don't consider it to be true. Take every step as a proposal and keep verifying it till you verify it. Till you are assured, yes, I have observed, I have seen that interaction between me and the body is in the form of information only. So this we need to observe in next 10 minutes. So it's 6:13. We will come back to 6:25. Then we will take some quick reflections. So let's start observing this interaction between me and the body.
Body self is giving instruction in the form of information, and body is getting the instruction from the self, and it is giving the sensation in the form of information, as you told. I got one doubt, Bhaiya. First doubt is, what are the characteristic features of information? Means, what is information? Is it an electromagnetic wave or some other? Could you please explain? One. Number two, so if it is the information which are read by both the self and the are taken by the self and the body, how is self able to take the information in the form of sensation from the body, and how it acts? How does it act? And similarly, how is body able to take the information in the form of instruction from the self, and how will it act? The mechanism. Third question, without the help of the self, is body able to do? These are the three questions, Maya. Could you please explain?
Mhm. Yes. So without the self, body can do anything or not. So this is the last question, Bhaiya, right?
Last question, Bhaiya.
Yeah.
Because I was sitting in the 10 minutes exercise, I was so body self gives the instruction, but it is the self again to make it in that posture or in the relaxed posture like that. That's why I got that doubt. Could you please explain?
Yes. So without this self, body can do. We can reframe this sentence. We can say, without the instruction, without my instruction, na, body cannot do anything. It has some activities that is going on, but it cannot perform actions without my these instructions. And you can see it many times in a day. So many times you are involved within you, and that time you are not aware that there is body or not. So body don't take any decision by itself. Suppose
So
you
does
are
it mean okay, could you just a few seconds, Bhaiya? Does it mean body by itself is doing without the help of the self? Is body able to do by itself?
the, suppose you are asking this question, body is doing itself or you are taking decision and instructing the body.
Hmm.
You can check within yourself here.
Yeah, I checked with the help of self only it is doing. By itself, it cannot do anything.
Yes. And you can check there, like for example, during night when the body is sleeping. So it is sleeping and you are involved within yourself the whole night. So body is lying on the bed. When you instruct it, it performs some actions. Otherwise, the activities are going on. Without your instruction, it doesn't take any decision, any action. So to perform any action, your instruction is required. And you can see it all the time. For example, you are holding your mobile. So body cannot hold by itself. With your instruction, it is happening.
With
So
my
when you
instruction,
decide to, Mhm.
with my instruction, it is not the body, but it is that self only is holding with the help of the body. Without the help also it may do or not, I don't know, but
So
it is the self
I
only.
have desire to talk with the help of mobile. So I have instructed body to pick up,
Yeah. Yes, Bhaiya.
to pick that mobile. That's why my hands are holding the mobile. If I decide, let it throw.
So we can see like that. Okay.
Yes. So it is up to your instructions.
Yes.
Right. So with your instructions, body is following. So whatever you instruct, body follows it. And this instruction is an information. Right, Bia?
So it is time up. So tomorrow, could you please explain a little bit more so that I can understand better?
Yes, Bia. So your first and second question that we can continue tomorrow morning.
Thank you very much, Bhaiya. Namaskar.
Okay. So namaste, everyone. And we can keep practicing this step 2 of exercise 2. So thank you, everyone. Now I request to Sunil Bhaiya to start Hindi session. Namaste, Bhaiya.
Namaste, Bhaiya. Thank you so much, Gobal Bhaiya, for this enriching and enlightening session in